Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
हरे कृष्ण वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय, assembled devotees की जय। Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone for joining today's Bhakti Sangha conference call. Please forgive me for interrupting your ecstatic chanting. Please, may I know who all joined this morning?
Hare Krishna, this is Balavrinda.
Hare Krishna Balavrinda, welcome to the call. Thank you for joining in. Is there anybody who would like to introduce themselves? Please
Hare
go
Krishna, Iti Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, Danvat Pranam to you and Danvat Pranam to Vrinda and Sudevi and all Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Vrinda.
Hare Krishna Vrinda Gopika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining and giving your faith association. Welcome to the call and beautiful chanting. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Sudevi, and all glories to Vrinda Gopika Mataji.
Hare Krishna Sudevi, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for joining every day and chanting so beautifully. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Neetu from Baltimore.
Hare Krishna Neetu Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining every day and giving your sweet association. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisance. All glories to Srila Prabhupada is joining from San Antonio.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for joining and giving your association. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for all your wonderful services. This is Preeti Vilasini Devidasi from Atlanta. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Preeti Vilasini Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining and giving your sweet association, and congratulations to you. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Is there anybody who would like to introduce themselves? Please go ahead. And happy Ekadasi to everyone. Is there anybody who would like to introduce themselves, or else we'll start the recording? Prabhuji is already there on the call. Let's start. Hare Krishna everyone, welcome to Bhakti Sangha conference call. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Radha Pramod Prabhu to enlighten us on the topic of Caitanya Bhagavat. Before I hand over the call to Prabhu, I would like to read today's Srila Prabhupada's quote. Today's quote is very nice. One old man and his wife sitting together. The wife is requesting the old husband, chant, chant, chant. And husband is replying, can't, can't, can't. This cartoon we have seen. He will say 3 times, can't, 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 but not Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So let us all chant one time together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So today is Grace Radha Pramod Prabhu is going to enlighten us on the topic of Sri Caitanya Bhagavat Madhya Khanda, chapter 1, 357 onwards. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for joining and giving your valuable time and association this morning and enlightening us on the topic of Sri Caitanya Bhagavat. I now hand over the call to you. Hare Krishna.
Please accept my humble obeisances, Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Prabhu, we can't hear you.
Yes, Mataji, I am sure. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, we can see you now. Yeah.
I'll just share the screen. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So we are reading Srimad Chaitanya Bhagavat. This is Madhya khanda, text 150, 350, first chapter, 357 onwards. So there are quite few verses I'll be taking because there are no much purports. So we'll read few shlokas and then we'll see. Then we'll have discussion on them. This is text 357 onwards. Kali tumi puntiyave chinta nagare tata takmane padila shloka ye vipravare. When he was teaching, when you were teaching us yesterday in the town, a pious Brahmana recited one verse. Bhagavata shloka suni haila murchita sarvanga nahi prane amara vismita. On hearing that verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, you fell unconscious. You were amazed to see that there were no symptoms of life visible in your body. Caitanya paya puna ye kaila kandana gangayena siya kaila milana. In the way you cried after gaining consciousness, it appeared that the goddesses Ganges, Ganga has manifested there. Sheshayeva kampa asi haila tomara sata jana sambrata nahaya daribhara. When you eventually started shivering, even 100 persons was unable to hold you still. Apadamastakaila pulake unnati lala garma dulaya vyapita gaura murti. The hair of your entire body stood on end, and your golden form was smeared with sweat, saliva, and dust. So the face pula ke unnati means hair standing on end. Apurva bhavai sabe deke yata jana sabe sabi balena ye purusha narayana. Everyone who saw you was struck with wonder and said, "This person is Narayana himself." Keha bale vyasa sukha narada prahlada tan savara samyogya ye mata prasada. Some said, the mercy he had received is comparable to that received by Vyasadev, Sukadev, Narada and Prahlad. A face Ei Mata Prasada means such mercy of the Lord. Sabe meli darilena karya sakti sanike tomara si bhaya haila mati. Then, with all their strength, they all held you still, and shortly after you regained external consciousness. The second line of this verse indicates that after a short time, his external consciousness returned. Yei sabha vartanta tumi kichu na jana arakata hai taha chitta dhaya suna diya suna. You do not know all these incidents. Now please hear attentively what we have to say. Dina dasha dari kara yate kai vyakhyana Sarva Shastre Sabe Krishna Bhakti Krishna Nama. Since the past 10 days, you have explained the devotional service to Krishna and the holy name of Krishna is the meaning of every word of every Shastra. Dashadina Dariyaji Patavadahaya Kahite Tomare Sabhavas Vasis Badadaya. For the last 10 days, our studies have been held up, and we were afraid to inform you of this. The phrase Patavada means a cessation, stopping, or rejection of teaching and learning. Sabdera seshartha tomara gochare yei vyakyana sitaha kedivet uttara. You know the unlimited meaning of every word. Who has the power to contradict even your light-hearted comments? The first line of this verse is explained as follows. You alone are the greatest and most expert in linguistic literature. You are the most experienced person to explain the meaning of the words through various brief explanations under the category of yoga, rudha, yoga rudhi, guni, mukhya, lakshana, and abhidha. Prabhu bole dashadina patavadiyaya tabe tamara sabe kahite yuyaya. Lord said, your studies have been held up for 10 days. Shouldn't you have informed me of this? The second line of this verse means, in such a situation, wasn't it proper to inform me of this matter regarding the cessation of studies? Paduya sakala bale vyakhyana uchita satya krishna sakala shastrera samhita. The students replied, your explanations were correct. The purport of all scriptures is that Krishna is the absolute truth. Abhyayana se sakala shastra sara tabeyena lai dosha ami sabakara. Mule ye vyakhyana tumi jatavya se tahate na laya chitta nija karma dosha. This is real study and the essence of all scriptures. And it is our fault if you do not accept it. Whatever you have explained is fundamental truth and the only knowledge worth of name. It is due to our own misdeeds that we do not accept it. Although the only aim, intention, and purport of all scriptures is to understand Krishna, due to our own offenses, we do not accept your scriptural explanations based on Krishna. Actually, our only goal is to realize the meaning of the words the way you explained and have been explained. But due to the fault of misfortune, our minds are incapable of grasping the true purport of the essence of all scriptures as explained by you. So, till now, it is what happened here is Lord Chaitanya is only speaking of Krishna, he is not talking of anything else. Whatever word is coming, he is trying to tell how it is the root of that word is connected to Krishna only, because that is true because all things Vedas sarve hame ved, everything comes from Krishna only. In that way it is true. And the student said from 10 days we didn't learn anything, we only learned that everything is Krishna only. Lord said, you should have told, no? Then they said, no, the real study essence of all scriptures, it is our fault if we do not accept, because that is Krishna only. Whatever you have explained is fundamental truth, and the only knowledge worth of is of the name. So it is due to our misdeeds we are not able to accept. That means if somebody understands Krishna, that means he understood everything. No need of any other knowledge. That's all. Paduyara vyakhetushta haila thakura kahite lagila kripa kariya prachura. Lord was pleased on hearing the students' words. Out of compassion, he began to speak as follows. Prabhu bole bhai sabha kahila sushatya amare ye sabha katanyatra akhyata akatya. He says, the Lord said, my dear brothers, whatever you have said is true, but do not tell anyone what I have said. The phrase Anyatra Kataya means it is improper to disclose to anyone else. Krishna Varne Kashishu Murali Bhajaya Sabe Dekhi Tai Bhai Bali Sarvataya Yatha Suni Sarvena Sakala Krishna Nama Sakala Bhuvane Dekhi Govinde Radhama. Oh brother, I speak in this way because all I see is blackish complexioned child playing on his flute. I hear only the name of Krishna and beloved, and I behold the entire world as the abode of Govinda. Sri Gaurasundara is saying, I am always seeing a blackish complexioned young boy attracting everyone with the sound of his flute. Since I constantly see him only, I always chant his name and sing his glories. The sound vibration that enters your ears is simply the name of Krishna. The material world, the field of enjoyment that you are presently seeing around you is not actually a place for your enjoyment. Rather, it is Vaikunta, Goloka, the place of Krishna's enjoyment. This is what is Lord Chaitanya saying. Actually, these are small purports, so I will take few more verses. Please don't mind. This is actually very sweet. And now, what Lord Chaitanya till that time, the student said, actually, whatever you spoke is Krishna, but 10 days you didn't teach anything. Lord Chaitanya is telling, actually, I'll tell the truth, but don't tell anybody. But wherever I am seeing Krishna only. That is my problem. So I am not able to tell anything other than Krishna. So this is the problem we should all get. If we have to get some problem in life, this is the problem. Lord saying, I am having one problem. I am only seeing Krishna everywhere. Can you imagine what a problem? So Lord saying, Tomara sabastane mora yei parihara aja haite ara pata nahika mara. I humbly apologize to all of you. For today on, I will not continue your studies. So Lord is telling, no, I cannot do any more of this because I am only seeing Krishna. I cannot speak anything other than Krishna. The word parihara means to promise, to swear, to accept, to advertise, to appeal, to request, to pray, to submit, or to speak with humility. Now, the important thing is, we say, okay, if everything is Krishna, you only read Krishna, you only see Krishna, you only speak Krishna, who will take care of us? Krishna will take care of us. Your food, your maintenance, everything Krishna will give. But we should get this disease. At the end of life, if somebody can get this disease, he is the most fortunate. Instead of getting some disease and leaving our body in the stinking bed, which happens to most of the people, if we can get a disease where we are seeing Krishna everywhere and they cannot speak anything other than Krishna, can you imagine? Even to desire that is also a big thing. People don't have that desire. There should be intense desire to meet Krishna, to see Krishna, but not everybody gets also. Tomara sabakara yarna sthane chittalaya tanra sthane padami dina dilana nirbhaya. I am giving you permission to study with whomever you like without fear. Lord is giving them, is telling them, now you are relieved. You need not study under because I am not able to teach anything other than Krishna. Krishna vinarya vakya naspure amara satyami kali kailana chittapanara. No word other than Krishna manifests to me. This is the true state of my mind. What a state of mind. Yei bola Mahaprabhu savare khaya dilena puniti te dora shru yukta haya. After speaking this way, Mahaprabhu with tears in his eyes tied up his books. He said, no, I cannot speak anything. Mahaprabhu is so much in love for Lord Krishna that he's getting tears. Say, I cannot speak anything other than Krishna. So the phrase Dilina Dora indicates that the Lord tied his book with ropes and strings. Shishyagana balena kariya namaskara amara o karilan sankalpa tomara. The Lord students offered obeisances and said, we also make the same resolution as you. The second line of this verse means following your steps is we are also retiring from studies. Tomara sthana yei padilana misaba anasthane karibe ki grantha anubhava. Now that we have studied under you, what can we learn from anyone else? Because they learned the essence, so they need not learn anything else. The phrase Ganta Anubhava refers to the purport, true meaning, substance, essence, intention, or purpose of the scriptures. Gurura Vicheda Dukha Sarva Shishya Gana Kahite La Gila Sabe Karya Krandana. Being afflicted with separation from their teacher, all students wept and began to speak all as follows. Tomara mukke te yatha surni ilo vyakhyana janma janme hridaye rahuka seithyana. May the explanation that you have heard, what we have heard from you remain in our heart birth after birth. So the 10 days they got association of Lord Chaitanya, which they want to continue to have that only. Kasthane gyara kiba padibhana seibala toma haite yata jani lana. Whom can we approach and what we can study? We are quite satisfied with whatever you have learned from you. Yeta bali prabhure kiya hata joda pustake dilena sabha sishya guna dora. After speaking in this way, all the students offered respect to the Lord with folded hand, tied up their books with cords. So they had this type of, they have palm leaf trees, with that they make their books. Hari bola sishya gana kari lena dhvani sabha kole kariya kande vijamani. The students loudly chanted Hari Hari. Then the crushed jewel of twice born began to cry as he embraced everyone. Shishagana kandana karena ado mukhai duvilena sishyagana prandana sukhe. The students cried with their heads down and they all merged in the ocean of transcendental bliss. Ruddha kante ailena sarva sishyagana shirvada kari prabhu Sri Sachinandana. The voices all become choked up. Then the Lord Sri Sachinandana blessed them all. Visheko ami yadi Hari Krishna dasa tabe siddha hau tomara sabara abhilasha. If you have been the servant of Krishna for even one day, may all of your desires be fulfilled. So this is a blessing they all got. Tomara sakalela Krishnera sarana Krishna nama purna hau sabara vandana. All of you take shelter of lotus feet of Krishna. May your mouth be filled with the names of Krishna. Nirvadhi sarve shravane suna Krishna nama Krishna ho tomara sabakara dana prana. Constantly hear the name of Krishna. May Lord Krishna be your life and wealth. Ye padila seivala rakaya nai sabe mili Krishna balibana ekatani. Whatever you have learned is enough. There is no need for further studies. Now let us chant the name of Krishna together. The word karya means requirement or necessary. Krishnera kripaya shastra spuru sabara tumi sabha janma janma bandhava amara. By the mercy of Krishna, let the purport of the scriptures be revealed to you. May you all my friends birth. You are all my friends birth after birth. Prabhuramrita vakya suni shishya gana paramananda manahaila tata kshana. On hearing Lord's nectarian words, student became filled with ecstasy. Few more slokas because there is no purpose. So I have some few things to discuss after few more shlokas. Se sabha shishera paya mora namaskara chaitanya shishet haila bhagya ya. I offer my humble obeisances at the feet of those students who were sufficiently fortunate to become Lord Chaitanya students. Authors offers his humble obeisances at the feet of the most fortunate students who, as a result of heaps of pious activities accumulated from many births, achieved the rare, incomparable fortune of becoming Vishwamitra students. Here, pious activities is Bhakti and Mukha Sukti. It is not just some regular pious activity. They have performed devotional piety. Se Saba Krishna Dasa Janila Nischaya Krishna Yare Padayena Seki Anyahaya. Know for certain that they were all eternal servants of Krishna. When Krishna himself is teaching them, can they be anyone else? So this is the last shloka we are taking, then we'll discuss. Ye vidya vilasa dekhi lena ye jana tanre o dekhi le haya bandhu vimochana hailo papishta janmana hailata kshana halina vanchita se sukha darshane. Just by seeing those who saw the Lord's scholastic pastimes, one is free from material bondage. I am such a sinner that I did not take birth at that time, therefore I was deprived of the sight of those blissful pastimes. So here there is some purport, so here we'll stop and discuss. If one sees the pure liberated devotees who are fortunate enough to see the scholastic pastimes of Gaurasundra, who is the life of all transcendental knowledge, the husband of transcendental goddesses of learning, and the personification of transcendental sound, then such a person becomes forever freed from the propensity of enjoyment which is born of ignorance. Later on, Sri Narottam Thakur Narottam also wrote in his Prarthana, Sei Sabha Sangira Sange Ye Koilo Vilasa Sei Sangana Paya Khanda Naprotamadasa. Being unable to obtain the association of Lord Gauranga, accompanied by all those devotees in whose association he performed his pastimes, Narottam thus simply weeps. Yatana Gaura Nityananda Advaitadi Bhakta Vrinda Nadiya Nagare Avatara Tahana Haila Janma Ye Ved Dekhi Kiba Karma Micha Matra Vahi Pitra Vara. I did not take birth at the time when Gaur Nityananda Advaita and other devotees appeared in Nadia. What is the use of my birth now? I am uselessly carrying the burden of this body. So, even though there is not much purport here, but I'll stop because I have taken so many verses. So, some things I wanted to share. So, first thing is we will try to discuss the first point is why does a person need education? So, here of course, I have discussed about the scholarly pastime. What is the purpose of this pastime? Why Lord has performed? This I have discussed in our previous, because that was the same topic. What Lord wanted to establish by this, that tarko aparitishto sutta vibhinnam nasamatiriyasya matimna vibnam dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhaya mahajanoyana gatasya pansa. So Lord Chaitanya wanted to establish this principle that by our scholarly ability, we will not be able to understand the truth anytime. Now I have one understanding of truth because of my scholarly ability, and somebody more intelligent than me comes, he will have a different understanding, and more than him somebody. So then how can I say that this is right or this is wrong? We can never say, because somebody else will establish something as true. So it's Shrutayo Vibhinna. There will always be difference in opinion. But Mahajanoyana Gatasya Panta, you have to go through Mahajana. Thus, because Dharmasya Tattvam Nihitam Guhaya. The Guhaya is a very sacred, secret place. The heart of the pure devotees is what is the real knowledge is stored. So by following them only we can understand. So to establish that point, Lord Chaitanya performed this scholarly past tense, which are very, very pleasing to the heart and very, very satisfying. And Falashruti, by hearing this, what happens? Our desire to enjoy in this metal world out of ignorance is gone. This will happen eventually. Now, the point of discussion today is, why does a person need education? Why need to we learn? Now, I want some of you to participate also. It will be nice. We can have discussion so that now somebody can answer if you have possible. You can send in chat box. What is the need of education? Why need it? Why don't animal have learning? Why we should learn? Somebody?
Can I answer?
Sure.
If you know education teaches us what's good and what's bad, and also to live in this society at present age. So we need education. So without education, we can't live in this so-called Kali Yuga. It's very difficult, Prabhu.
Yeah, you told what is the benefit of education. Why animals don't have education? Why we have education? What is the some very important fundamental difference?
The consciousness, Prabhuji. We have the higher level of consciousness, and they have the lower level of consciousness.
Yeah, and more important, that is their consciousness. But one more important thing is, because we have freedom. So this is the most important thing. Man has freedom. Yeah, Vasundhara Mata is also writing, we know what is right, what is wrong, but that we will know because we are given this freedom. So this freedom means we like we are also born like animals only, but without education man will remain as an animal or worse than animal. So what happens is, this freedom helps us to make a choice, and education will give us the knowledge to make right choices. Because I have freedom. Freedom means what? I can make choice. Now what choice to make, on what basis I decide? For that I need education. You're understanding the point. So to make right choices, because if a person is left without education, without any proper association, and without even minimum education, then what happens? He will remain animal only. So if animal rises a human being, he will remain an animal. Because he cannot, because he has the ability to choose, but he cannot choose right or wrong. So to choose that right or wrong, we need education. So education is necessary so that person can make right choice, because freedom implies choice. Now, this is actually the reversal of the way of life for existence. Now, the Vedic goal of education. There is a difference in Vedic goal of education and modern education. The goal is different. Now in Vedic education, it is to give a person the fullness of perception of life. And this is a very important. They give the fullness of perception of life only. Now when we consider the subject of Vedic education, we will understand that the this is what is the achievement. Like now, purpose of education is that to maintain in man a divine spiritual nature. This is the Vedic education, to maintain. Now, this fullness of existence, fullness of life, because animal nature is an incomplete existence of soul. Human nature is a complete existence. So if I remain like animal, I'll remain incomplete only. The soul's nature is incomplete in animal. But in human, it can be completed if we have proper education. Your understanding. So now the first principle of Vedic education is to develop character. It is the distinguishing feature of Vedic education and modern education. Now it looks like now how it happens is that is one part, but I will try to explain how Vedic education, it gives the fundamental concepts. The fundamental concepts are related to each other. Now, I'll give examples also, which will help you to understand what is Vedic education. Now, in order to convey a subject, the subject is reduced into elementary, basic, fundamental concepts. Now, the teaching, the subject is given to person. It is to make him very clearly understand. I'll give that why it is very fundamental things are explained, because when we which we are formulating, it is to emphasize the connection of all things. So please remember, Vedic education, the connection of things, it is given very nicely, how everything is connected to each other, and ultimately they are all connected to God. This is the main difference between Vedic education and modern education. In Vedic education, the connection is very clearly established. Now in modern education, what happens? We make into parts, and more and more and more, we are trying to teach more specialization on smaller and smaller and smaller things. So it is a partial understanding, modern education. Like they will do specialization in ear, of whole body, in human body also ear, in the ear also some specialization, left ear, some specialization right ear. So they have finer and finer things. But Vedic education, the emphasis on the interconnection of all things, so that the end person will understand his connection with God. So it is more, it comes from top to bottom. So it does not go more and more down, it goes up and up, connecting to the Lord. So that's why Vedic education is fundamentally holistic. Now it provides a holistic understanding. Slowly you'll understand what I am trying to explain. I'll give some examples also. Now modern education is differentiated, and it is more like if you take Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is a book in mode of goodness. But whereas modern education, it is more in passion, because it gives partial concepts and more
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Looks like power gone for Prabhuji, I don't know.
That's because I have to get connected to net again.
Yeah, I think power gone, Prabhuji, for you.
Yeah. It is raining here. Very nice rain here. So the Vedic education is fundamentally holistic. It provides a holistic understanding. Now, Vedic education has always set itself the main goal, a final goal, final synthesis, understanding principles of communication. So now, first what is told is goal is told in Vedic education. After that, the education is given. What you have to achieve, and then you start working on it. So this makes so much difference in practicing Vedic knowledge. So like in modern education, people began to taught from small particular small things are taught. But Vedic education directly begins with from the very beginning, it is told the whole connection. Like if they have to tell about bhakti, had to be taught in the beginning stage, at the 5-year, 6-year stage. In Vedic education system, what you are taught, what is bhakti means? Anyabhilashita shunyam jnana karmadhanavatam anukulyena krishnancham. That is directly from the beginning. And after 10-20 years, pure devotional service, what is taught? Anyabhilashita shunyam. So the point is, from the beginning only, the basics are taught. It may not be more detailed, but you will know the whole concept very clearly. Like if you take Ayurveda, in the first year, first day you enter into Ayurvedic school, you are told Kapha Vata Pitta. After 5 years of your education in Ayurveda, what is taught? Kapha Vata Pitta only is taught. But there is a difference. That is more and more more and more finer way it is explained. So what I want to tell is, like if you take Yoga Shastras, unlike the way it actually first, what is the first sutra of Yoga Shastra? Anybody knows? They want to guess? What is the first lesson they are taught? First thing is taught what you should achieve. That is what directly taught. That means first you are given the ultimate goal. Now, if you are given the ultimate goal, then what happens? Then we will know how I have to work to achieve that. Now, as soon as we come to ISKCON, what we'll know, what is the goal of life? Everybody is clear. Back home, back to Godhead. Why this is told in the beginning only? Everybody knows that we have to go to spiritual world, because that will help us to lead a life in that particular way. If you go for modern education, what is the purpose of modern education? They don't know. Only one goal: earn money, enjoy. But if you go to Yoga Shastra education, what is that? Go back home, back to Godhead. Ayurveda, what is told? What is the ultimate thing? Yes, ultimately, all our suffering is in this material world. We all have to get connected to Krishna. So all the educations that are given in in Vedic culture, the goal is already explained clearly. That is actually making a difference. So there is a systematic explanation. People are taught from the beginning, the specific knowledge, the branch, they're all connected properly. So, and why it is needed, why it should be explained in that way. So the Yoga Shastras, the Chitta Vritti Nirodha, the cleaning of Chitta Vritti Nirodha is the second sutra. But the main sutra is, the first thing that is told is, yes, you all have to, that the ultimate goal is how much we are connected to the ultimate goal and how we have to achieve. So this is a very important principle of supply of knowledge, how knowledge should be supplied. So not for some particulars that persons get if we are given the ultimate goal, then people will not lose interest in the study. Generally, people lose interest in the knowledge because they don't know for what I am studying for. Why I should know? Like, no, Prabhupada asked, one scientist was telling, he's studying about the grass. And Prabhupada said, you are doing so much research about grass, but why you are doing so much research? He said, Swami, I just want to know what it is, how it is, and all the details about grass. Prabhupada is telling, instead of knowing all the details about grass, try to know the person who created the grass, then you'll know what is the purpose of his creation. So no need to know about all the details about grass, but try to know the person who created the grass, and then you will know the purpose of the grass. That's all. That is very important. So first, the holistic understanding is needed for our education. Why I need to learn the holistic understanding, then we will know, okay, this is the purpose of my life. Like now, if you take Ayurveda also, Charaka Samhita. So the basic principle is given. The idea of the whole is given immediately. And then slowly need to, then he will understand, okay, why I have to read all these things. Now, if we take Bhagavad Gita, now this is a very interesting thing. Now, Bhagavad Gita, we know the 5 subjects of Bhagavad Gita. You all know the 5 subjects. Bhagavad Gita is also Shrutisthana. Actually, it's a holistic understanding. Now, there are 5 topics of Bhagavad Gita: Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, and Karma. Now, it's not that first chapter is talking Ishvara, second chapter Jiva, third chapter Karma. It is not like that. Why it is not like that? Why, if 5 topics are there, you take, okay, 2 chapters or 3 chapters for one topic, 15, 5 3s are 15 chapters, whole Bhagavad Gita is there. But why you will not get chapter wise, even though topics are 5, you will get somewhere here, there, because this is very important. The main thing from the beginning, the person is given the understanding of connection between all these things. It is not just Jiva. Jiva means there is a connection of Jiva with Prakriti. There is connection with Jiva and Karma, Jiva and Kala. Jiva and Ishvara. All the connections are given from the beginning only. That's why all the topics are told like that. So whatever principle I described, the description simultaneously with that principle, its connection with all others are also given. Along with Jiva, the Jiva's connection with other things, how the principle is connected with all others. This is how it is. That's why one topic you don't get in. Like if you take astrology, there are 12 houses and this 9 planets and all these things. So it's very easy. You tell about this planet, this graha, but you'll not, the stars are there. You'll not get one chapter for each thing, one chapter. You'll not get like that. Something about Guru is there in this part of this chapter. Some other book, somewhere it is here, some other it is there. It is such a random way, here, there, here, there. We'll see how it is, why they are not. Because in modern education, what we have learned is, you're taking some subject, you complete, thoroughly understand it, then go for the next. But it is not like that. Like there is this is the main thing, that they need to know holistic understanding. That's why you get, if you talk about Jiva, we cannot talk Jiva separately. We have to talk Jiva in terms of karma, prakriti, kala, everything. So then what happens is, by this study gives a person the opportunity to understand a certain integral holistic understandings. And the tattva, the samanvaya is very easy. That tattva becomes very clear. Now I'll ask some questions. Now if I ask you, okay, tell me the because if you don't learn like this, then we'll have confusions. What type of confusion? We'll understand now. Now we'll ask certain definitions. Now if I ask, in ISKCON only we have so many understanding about different things. Now things are not very clear. If I ask you, if I ask all of us, this is what is devotion? What is meant by preaching? What is meant by gunas? What is meant by giving association? Now thing is, everybody has their own definitions. That is a problem. Definition of karma, karma yoga, bhakti yoga, basic concepts. Now what is guru, what is sahajiya, what is jiva, and what are the different concepts. Everybody has their own definitions. Everybody uses the same words, but with their own understanding. If you ask, okay, what is guru? Exact definition of guru. Nobody has exact. Everybody has their definition. They have some conception of guru, and you ask, what is sahajiya? Everybody has some conception of sahajiya. It says, okay, what is jiva? What is the definition? Okay, now I'll ask this. You all can answer. What is the definition of guna? We say gunas, no? What is gunas? Anybody answer? What is meant by gunas? What is your answer for it?
The qualities of material nature.
I didn't get it.
The qualities of material nature, the modes of material nature.
So one answer is qualities. Any other answer?
3 modes of material nature.
Yeah, 3 modes of material nature. Any other answer? Okay, influences. Okay. Now we'll see what is the what Kapiladev explains in Bhagavatam. He says gunas is a substance. It's a quality is a manifestation of that substance. Generally, what people have understanding, guna means quality, but guna is actually a substance, and quality is a manifestation of that substance. And guna is a concrete substance, an elementary substance. That is what all consists of. This is an initial state of material nature, and the 3 states of material nature are the substance from which everything emanates. So why I'm telling is, we use the words, but exact definition are very, very important. Otherwise what happens now? there will no one has, then there is no certain unity, clear, unconditional, ambiguous understanding of these tattvas. So then there will be always clashes and disputes about the definitions. We need to be very clear. That's the purpose of education, how this should be done, so that we don't get confused what is meant by what. And if you are not clear with definitions, we will be always be confused. And what happens is, because of this, there will be self-deception. There is so many other problems appear. The tattva should be very, very clear. Extreme clarity is needed in the concepts. I was also not very clear for many years. Some things got cleared very, very recently. After then, I'm understanding how important it is to know very clearly. We should be free from this ambiguity and disagreement, misunderstanding. Because, for example, you ask, what is Vaishnava community? What is meant by preaching? What everything should be very, very clear. And there is the same language, but different concepts. So different definitions everybody has. And to, like, now, why we should know exactly? Say, if I want to purchase gold, I need to know what is gold first. Otherwise, anybody can sell me anything and say it is gold. That is why we need to be very clear that we should not be deceived, and we should be very clear with all these concepts. We should know what exactly is Maya, what is meant by conditioning, what is meant by Vaishnava, what is meant by Bhakti. It should be very, very clear. So then how we are misusing our conditionings. So this is how we should learn things. This is one point I just wanted to share with all of you. Of course, there are so many other things. There are three different, there are basic principles of training. There are three stages. So first stage is that a person is taught with fundamental principles, and then which are necessary for his practice, minimum requirement. Then next level is he's told how to apply these principles in a very closed environment. Then he becomes expert. Then he can apply the principles anywhere. And this happened with Prabhupada. Prabhupada, he was able to apply the principles of Bhagavad Gita in all the situations, because he knows the fundamentals very clearly, very clear. That's why he could go to America and he could apply all, which his God brothers could not do. When they went there, they could not understand how to apply these principles. And Prabhupada went, and because he was very clear with fundamental principles and the details with a so initially, how it is taught is, first you are given fundamentals with minimum details. With necessary application of their examples, everything is given. And then what happens, like Bhagavad Gita we are explained. Then what happens, then next stage you are given to apply them in a very closed environment, like music. Initially the fundamentals are told, then they are told Sarigama and know how you are to sing. And then wherever he is able to sing properly. So this is how it happens. The third stage is second stage, he develops how these principles work in a particular environment. The next is then a controlled environment. Then he is given, then he can synthesize, he can apply in all situations. That's why we need to know what is right, what is wrong, what is sacrifice means, what is exactly third chapter of Bhagavad Gita is telling sacrifice, and why this is to be done. So then if we know these things, then we can apply anywhere. And a person masters, then he can apply in all situations. This is what is Prabhupada was able to apply. So I'll not go more detailed, it becomes more complicated. But I just wanted to share this one point. Like actually, we can go more and more with example with music, with Ayurveda, and with any of the Vedic education. Like music, a person, once he learns basics, second level he crosses, third level, now he will not sing the same thing again. Every time he improves it. Every time he can sing a new thing because he has mastered it. So same thing happened with Prabhupada. He mastered. He knows, yes, all the principles he knows. He knows how to apply and where to apply. So yes, any questions, comments till now? Hope I did not confuse you, but I just one more example I'll give. It will become more easy. Say, I'll just tell this one example, Mataji, then I'll take your question. So in I'll give how holistic. If you go to Ayurveda, Ayurveda, how the treatment is given and all. Of course, this is another topic, but I'll tell this example. So how the holistic education helps. The first thing the Ayurvedic doctor he will teach is he will help you to cure the disease. This is only the first part of it. Second part, he will give a lifestyle so that you will not get the disease again. You will be free from the disease. Now, in the Vedic culture, how it is to be, Ayurvedic doctor is to go to village. If the people in the house are, everybody is healthy, then they have to pay to the doctor. If they are sick, they need not pay. The payment is when you are healthy. But now it is opposite. When the patient is sick, they have to pay. But in modern, in Vedic culture, they will pay when they are healthy. So doctor should make sure that everybody is healthy. So then what happened? He not only just give the medicine, but he gives a patya. He says, no, you cannot eat everything. This thing should restrict it. Now this is second level. He is giving a caution how to not to get this. Third thing he does is he's give a lifestyle. This is the most important. He will give a lifestyle that you don't get sick in the future also, any types of disease. No type of disease will come to you if you live this lifestyle. So he gives the lifestyle also. And the fourth thing is he will tell why we are suffering in this material world is because we are away from the Lord. So we should be connected to Supreme Lord. So that is the cause of our being in this material world, is cause of disease state. We need to get ourselves connected to the Lord, then we'll come back to God. So he has a clear understanding that we are spirit soul. Yeah, the purpose, we also pay tons on health insurances. Yes, because economy should survive, na? So that's why we have modern medicine and all these things to help economy to survive. So this is how modern. Even if we take same thing with psychology, somebody goes psychological problem, the thought is okay, these are things you should do. Second level is you should do this precaution so that you will not have this again stress and all. Third thing is you are given lifestyle so that you will never be psychological affected. And fourth is all the psychological properties we have to get connected to Lord. So all Vedic education has this connection to the Supreme Lord. That's how they make everything nice. So yes, we can take questions now. We have few more minutes. If you don't have, I'll just take.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare
Just
Krishna.
just repetition, please. If you could repeat your definition of the modes.
Oh, you want me to repeat the modes? Guna is, according to Kapil Muni, it's a substance. It's a quality because the quality is manifested of a substance. So guna is a concrete substance, an elementary substance which that is what all consists of. That means this is the initial state of material nature, and the three states of material nature are the substance from which everything emanates. That's what is Kapilades is. It's not just quality, substance, and whose quality is manifested like that.
Okay, so it's the three modes are three types of substances.
The quality is manifested like that.
Okay, so these substances, they're concrete, but they're subtle, isn't it?
It's a material nature only. That's a subtle material energy. Substance.
Okay. So, but not only are they of concrete substance, but at least according to the definition I offered, not only do they have concrete substance, but these substances, they
Have qualities.
Yeah, they influence everything. Isn't it?
Everything is made of them only. It's not influencing. It is made of them only.
It's made of them. That's the concrete thing. But simultaneously, right? These concrete substances, they do have influence, right? Because that's why some people.
Yes.
So the is both things simultaneously, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, this is not our class. Our class is different topics. So.
Well, you started it.
No, I just asked the definition because I just want to tell how we need to be clear with the fundamentals.
Yeah, I know, but for me, it's like a life. The modes are a lifelong process for me to understand properly. You know, it's like I'm
Maybe
going to die.
When some other time when this topic comes, maybe we can discuss more elaborate. I'll also do some research and come to you.
Yeah, I think this
Maybe-
subject, I will die asking about the modes.
Yeah, I also like to have discussion on this. Maybe morning Bhagavatam or sometime in this forum we'll try to have discussion on it more elaborate.
Okay.
I'll also do research and come back to you.
Yeah, I'll remember that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all very much. We'll end Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, if nobody has any questions, we can end the call here. Sugata Krishna Prabhu, please go ahead with your question. Sugata Krishna Prabhu? Yeah.
We are not able to hear you, bro.
Is
my voice audible?
Now it is audible, bro.
Yeah, because the battery got over.
Okay.
Prabhu, Radha, Pramod, it was so wonderful. I want to know how to get that. You don't know Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Where? What is the way to get that situation? You don't know. Mahaprabhu was crying, Krishna here, there, everywhere. You tell me what is the way to do that? How to get that?
I also don't know, bro. Means we know the formula, everybody knows that, but application is very tough because the egoists don't allow us to do it.
So I'm trying my best. I'm always reading Bhagavatam 24 hours. That God Krishna Maharaj, I'm hearing, but I'm not finding taste in the chanting. I'm finding hearing Bhagavatam again and again. It's nice. I don't know how to make chanting also as important as hearing Bhagavatam. It has become a madness.
This is one of the perfections, bro. Hearing Bhagavatam also just by hearing, because we have 9 processes of perfecting ourselves. If one process you have perfected your life. So
no
need
Prabhu,
of
today is Ekadashi. I used to chant 64 rounds on Ekadashi today. Today I had chanted only 10 rounds, 6 more rounds left. So this is not a good sign. No, I'm finding, I don't know where I'm going wrong.
Your day started, na bro. No problem. Yeah, so much day to go, and it is not basically, bro. What na that somehow or other we should connect our mind to Krishna. Ena kena prakarena. That is very important. If you are not having any other desire to do, like you are not getting taste or interest in any other activity other than reading Bhagavatam, that itself is sufficient.
But chanting also should be, you should also keep on chanting. They're telling always Krishna Naam should come. Hare Krishna. So I'm keeping the clicker and chanting always, but that is not as interesting as Bhagavatam. I don't know where there is something I have to do a
No, bro,
balancing.
it's perfection. You already got taste. You're in perfection only. You're in a, because you'll not have any other impressions, bro. At the end of life, when we are leaving our body, you'll only think of Bhagavatam. That's enough now. What is needed?
But I think
It
Nama
will-
is important. Mahaprabhu is of the 64 Angas, the 5 Angas, then the 1 Anga is only chanting. So I wanted your advice.
Bro, you are such an exalted state. What I can advise. If I get in your situation, if a whole day I am reading Bhagavatam, I'll be more than happy. Just to
No,
read Bhagavatam whole day, I take classes so that I'll be connected to Bhagavatam. Otherwise, this is a very great state, bro. No need of worrying. Krishna is there with you, and he will give you that required intelligence whenever it is needed. That's sufficient because we that is what is needed, true, because our heart it is interested in many other things, but if is interested in Bhagavatam, holy name, somebody is interested in deity worship, that's enough. Kirtans, everything is perfection. We
from
already
tomorrow,
achieved.
I'll try to, tomorrow from 4 to 7, I'll try to chant, at least the 3 hours, 32 round chanting meant is something. I'll do that. I'll keep the Bhagavad somewhere, 3 hours.
Just I am praying for your mercy. Please bless me, bro, and I'll also become like you.
Prabhu, you're already a pure devotee, Radha Prabhu. Don't tell lies. You are a pure devotee. Shuddha Bhakta.
I am seeking your blessings, so please bless me.
You're laughing so nicely because you have so much Krishna inside. You are in smiling Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
By your association, I am becoming blissful.
See, you are seeing Krishna everywhere. That's why you're thinking like that. You can only see Krishna, nothing. Thank you, Prabhu. Dhanyavad, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yeah, just following up on Sukakara Prabhu's question. I mean, would you not say that as long as we are, properly engaged, it is simply by a matter of time that we will develop this increased taste for chanting? Is it not?
Thank you,
Mataji. Actually, more important, our anartha should be cleared. If you don't have any other impressions, then we are at the stage of Nishtha. That is what we all need to achieve. At the end of life, we can come at the level of Nishtha. Next life, we will easily perfect. But at the end of life, Nishtha means all material impression should go away. That means
Prabhu,
if you are reading...
No next life, Prabhu. Please don't tell them. No next life.
For you, not there, bro.
No.
Yeah, but Prabhu, even to get to the point of Nishtha, right? If we are properly engaged, right? Well, even getting to the point of Nishtha is just a matter of time, is it not?
It is not just time, Mataji, because it is also you have to make conscious endeavor. Otherwise, you will not get it.
That's
it
why
is not just because I am time spending in Krishna, I'll come to Nishtha. It's not like that.
But isn't that what properly engaged means? Making
consciously engaged, Mataji. Consciously doing it. Consciously, if we don't do, we don't get it.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean by properly engaged. I mean, I'm not saying that by mechanically chanting one will do.
No. Yeah. That is correct. But time, it's a matter of time.
For me, that's just that I take that for granted, Prabhu, that you are doing things consciously, not like robots, just you're making conscious endeavor, of course. Otherwise, that's not proper engagement.
Yeah.
And so if you are attentively doing everything, then is it not just a matter of time that taste will develop, nishtha will come, and so on?
Yes, definitely. And it depends on person to person. Some may get very fast, some may take time because it's mercy of Lord. If we are doing consciously, it's not because of our endeavor we are getting. It's Krishna's mercy only we are getting. Krishna, seeing our endeavor, he will give that taste.
Yes.
He will make us heart clean and free from and all anathas and bring us to the stage of Nishtha. Krishna will make us to come to that stage, seeing our endeavor.
Right. Okay, I happened to spot this question in the chat by iPhone. They were asking about the modes, right? Because you said they're substance, and substance doesn't it mean that they are visualized, but they're not visualized because they're too subtle. to
Yeah,
visualize.
they are pradhana, at the level of pradhana and mahatattva. And what is visual? After that, chitta is there. We cannot even see our manas,
Right.
buddhi, chitta. At the level of chitta is so subtle, we cannot understand.
Mm. Okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. It was just in the morning only I got the message for the class, so I just gave some. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for always coming on the call and helping us. We are very grateful to you. Thank you so much. If there are no more questions, we can end the call here. I mean,
You gave the class as if to say you got it. You got notice months before, so don't worry. It was very good class, as always. As
You are
always.
tolerating me. Thank you.
No, not like that.
class is very sweet as usual. Even if it is given notice early or late, it doesn't matter. The class is always sweet, Prabhu. And please don't leave the call after the class. We are going to read Ekadasi stories. I would like to offer my obeisances to Prabhuji and all the Vaishnavas on the call. Vanchakropyasya kripa sindhubhye vicha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo
Namo Namaha.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His grace
Jai.
Radha
ki jai.
Thank you, Prabhu. Koti koti dandavat pranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Gauranga Nityananda.
Mataji, I am taking host.
Sure, please.